What's up, guys? Mr. Maines here, your Lapwai High School English teacher. Today is Thursday, May 14th, and I'm going to talk about something that I talked about a long time ago. I want to tell you guys about how to design your essays. Some of you guys have been rewriting some of your work, but then the problem is when you rewrite something and it wasn't very strong to begin with, it's hard to really improve it. So here's my tips on how to write a good essay. Okay, watch. Number 1, write a strong thesis. A thesis is everything. This is your subject plus your thoughts on that subject. Remember, if you write a good thesis, you will be able to write a good essay because that thesis, that little thought is going to be woven throughout the entire thing. So if you're writing an essay about, say, an animal, you're writing an essay about an animal and its habits and everything, you need to start with your basic thoughts based on what you learned about that subject. So maybe you say, I'm going to write an essay about wombats. And my thesis is that wombats are the ugliest creatures in all of creation. I mean, they could be. I don't know. What does a wombat look like? I don't even know. But that's a good thesis. That is a good thesis because it has a strong opinion. It's something you can back up. It's something that you can do research on. Here's the next one. Second tip. Ready? Number 2, you need a good introduction. And this is where you tell them what you're going to tell them. So this is where you explain in that thesis, which is going to be right here in your introduction, you are going to explain what your essay is about. Okay, you need to be able to tell me what your essay is about. If you can't tell me, you're not actually writing an essay, you're just putting a bunch of information on a paper, and that is not essay writing. You need to have a point to what you're writing. Here's tip number 3. Number 3 is this. In your body paragraphs, you tell them. This is where you tell the information that you told them you're going to tell them in the introduction. Okay, so first tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them. Basically, you should have, even if your essay is longer than even like 2 pages, you should basically only have like 3 main points. If you have 3 main points that you're covering, you have enough for a good essay, my friend. Are you ready for the next one? Here it is. Number 4 is this. In your conclusion, you tell them what you told them. So whatever you wrote about in your body paragraphs, that's what you should also explain again in your conclusion. And it sounds a lot like what you said in your introduction. So first, tell them what you're going to tell them. Wow, that's blurry. Tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you told them. This is what we call a basic 5-paragraph essay. You see how it works? So again, using the example of an essay on wombats as an example. Here. In my introduction, I tell people that wombats are ugly. In my first paragraph, I tell them that wombats have ugly faces, right? So that's one aspect of their ugliness. Second paragraph, I talk about how wombats have ugly habits. Third paragraph, I read about how they have ugly... Oh, wait, I already wrote that. In my third paragraph, I tell my audience about how wombats have ugly personalities. And then in my conclusion, I'll just restate what I said in the introduction, which is, see, wombats are ugly. So the idea of ugliness permeates the entire essay. This is what you guys need to do with your essays. You need to find something that you can talk about, one subject, narrow it down to one thing that you want to talk about regarding this person, place, thing, or idea. Because you're always going to write an essay about a noun, right? It's going to be about a person. You're writing an essay about an author, or about you're going to be writing about a story, or you're going to be writing about some kind of information you found out. In whatever case it is, you need to find one thing to really focus in on, and that will enable you to look at it from at least 3 different angles and then restate it in your conclusion. So that's the best way to write a 5-paragraph essay, okay? Write your 5 paragraphs. If you have an essay that you submitted that was really poorly organized, use this as a tool to organize your writing. All right, you guys, have an awesome day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.